iconic Lady Bunny is one of the first drag queens to reach
grab the mic because I'm about to shank him.
Popularity.
He deserves it.
She's created her own lane in I'm sorry, elimination. I'll come back to you later.
He's talking about his friend. Let him talk about his friend.
I'll
talk
talk
about your
about your friend. Go ahead.
Come
back next February.
No, go ahead. All right.
The moment's over, Al.
Yeah,
all right, let's move on.
You're showing your whiteness, your eliteness. It's okay.
Iconic Lady Bunny is one of the first drag queens to reach mainstream popularity. She's created her own lane in entertainment through the years. And believe me, with Bunny, that's a lot of years. With plenty of movies, live shows, stand-up sets, and more. Now the hilarious queen is bringing her signature and raunchy comedy to New York City's The Green Room 42 in her new show, Don't Bring the Kids, with multiple states across the country introducing anti-drag legislation. Lady Bunny's show boldly tackles the political climate. However, the Queen isn't only challenging Republicans in the show, but also the LGBTQ plus community by asking, quote, "Let me just ask you, is Anetra from Drag Race performing a song that says her pussy is burning, something that kids should see," end quote. Question 6, with a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. Only Lady Bunny could have a new show called Don't Bring the Kids. Don't bring the kids.
Well, not only her, but...
All right.
But only her.
Yeah. You're not drinking? Oh, you are?
She's a classic.
A classic what?
Classic.
I think Lady Bunny is
Wait.
hilarious.
Okay, I'm like,
Out of respect, let's go to elimination.
so again, the Al and the Al. I do know who Lady Bunny is. That's Al's best friend. They grew up together.
Okay.
They did all their shows together.
shot
Did you
for
not?
weeks together.
They did, right?
Shit, yeah.
So again, I
I'm
only
going to
drank.
give you a Lady Bunny story in a minute, and you're going to eat your words.
Of course you are.
Yeah, of course I am.
You probably rode around with her on a cruise that Al and Chuck did. But anyway, maybe moving on. So I drank because I think it's time that we kind of push back. Don't bring your kids to the drag show because that's not what it's there. It's there to entertain adults. And I think it also pushes back on the crazy folks because if parents can pick books that they want their children to read, they should have the same freedom to bring their children to wherever they choose to go, wherever. And so how are you going to solicit books? And you're not going to solicit books, so you're going to give you freedom of choice, but then fight our entertainers and make it a big deal. The contradiction. So I like what she's doing now is holding it to the mirror and be like, where's the problem that you see this? Beyonce can sing about her stuff. We can have at 9 o'clock in the morning all kinds of sex songs that our little children can sing, but unfortunately our siblings cannot perform drag.
Okay. All right. So you got your words in. Congratulations.
I mean, it's finally, but I know it was too heavy for you.
Other thoughts about Bunny?
So she likes smut, right? Mm-hmm. And she's very smutty and slutty. Right. And so, she's still allowed to do that, right. So give her props for that. I mean, do you think that the shows will sell out, Al?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I want to make a comment. Bunny has been on the cruise, on the RuPaul events. She did one of the shows on Royal Caribbean, and we had her in the Ice Palace, the Ice Theater on the big class ships at Royal Caribbean. And she did a show where she literally had 100 dildos in the show. And she did jokes about the dildos, she threw the dildos, everything in the show was about the dildos. Now, one of the things that's interesting, and I'm making an age reference in terms of reference. If you know Milton Berle from the 1950s and 60s, that is Lady Bunny. If you know Henny Youngman and his one-sentence jokes, that is Lady Bunny. If you know Rodney Dangerfield from the 70s and 80s for the drag community and LGBT humor, that is Lady Bunny. She is an icon in her lane. Is she Bianca Del Rio? Well, Bianca Del Rio is a newer version of Lady Bunny. But if you have an opportunity to go and see her, you should. Because when you watch Lady Bunny, you're watching history.
And I've sat in her audience, and I agree with you. She's telling it like it is, and come to my show. Don't get me shut down. Realize what I'm bringing you, and be entertained.
Exactly. Don't
Well, I
bring
think
it.
so I do battle with her on her Instagram quite a bit.
Do you?
Yes.
Wait, what?
We go back and forth on politics.
Wait, here's an interesting thing about Trinity's observation. Bunny, and then we're coming back to you.
You sure?
Bunny
'Cause he is
is
a little-
No, I'm getting worried.
uber political. She's uber political. She goes at it fiercely. Now,
So I think her politics are shit. And I think her understanding of the politicians and their lives is not great. And so she draws these ridiculous conclusions at times. But she's passionate about it. And I watched the whole interview about this new cabaret show, whatever it is that she's doing, drag show that she's doing.
Right.
And
The one that we just talked about.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that
we're talking about right
no
now.
problem.
yeah, the whole thing. And like everything that she talks about, the gay community, all her criticisms of it and all her criticisms of the straight community, I completely agree with. And I think she's fiercely entertaining and comically like genius in what she does.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So bring her on this show because I'd love to like do it.
Yeah, we love Bunny, and she will love you because so few people say she's a genius. I love it. All right, Broadway, love you, Lady Bunny, and great that you're doing this new show. All right, we are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show from Happening Out Television Network. In the model of PBS and NPR, we educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the stories going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.